You're listening to the Shoot Your Shot podcast with Lindsay and Tim.
Welcome back to the Shoot Your Shot podcast. My name is Tim.
My name is Lindsay.
And this is the community-driven podcast for photographers who are just like you in the world, enjoying this. You're very warm right now. You're feeling very awake, not very sleepy. Keep driving. But it's very hot outside. We're
very
experiencing
hot.
North American summer.
She's a heat wave.
She's a heat wave.
Whether you're in Europe or in North America, we
getting
hear it's
toasty.
hot.
It's getting spicy.
And you know what? It's only going to keep getting hotter. But let's not get into
Let's
that
not
just
get
now.
into that right now. We start every episode by rolling the magic 8 ball to give us some sense of guidance and truth in this world. We are heading to, as Lindsay said, Europe. She didn't say we're going to Europe, but we're going to Europe. She mentioned...
I got Europe on the mind.
I'm really hopeful that this Parisian heat wave that the world is experiencing, Paris is experiencing, will lift by the time, subside a little bit.
For Parisians' health and also for ours.
Yes. So Magic 8 Ball, please tell us that the...
I'm like, this is my first time going to Europe in the summer because I've been to Europe a number of times, obviously, in like
the spring and fall. And,
shoulder seasons.
Yeah.
But as our summers become less busy here because of he who shall not be named global warming.
Yes.
I now find myself with summer weekends, and we were like, let's go to Europe.
We got it. We got a week. Let's do it.
And doesn't Paris throw us a little heat wave? So thinking of you if you live in Paris, but for your benefit and for ours.
Magic 8 Ball, please. Will it be hot as hell in Paris? Consult me later. Fantastic.
Okay, so hopefully that's a no whenever we do consult again later.
Speaking of consulting later, you click the link, you know what this episode's all about. Consult now. Consult with your bank account. Consult with your soul and your cameras and your schedule to decide, is it the right time to jump both feet into your next sales campaign?
Have you been feeling like you're looking at your summer schedule and you're not as booked and busy as you would like to be? It's interesting in the photography industry. We always talk about, it's like people... I don't think I can go anywhere as a photographer at this time of year without people being like, you must be so busy. Mm-hmm. And I feel a few ways about that. One, the glorification of busy, of which I have done many times, but also away with now.
Yeah.
So I think people are like concerned, especially my close friends and family who are so used to me being just rocked with work at this time of year.
It's been almost, if not a decade or more, of like just being like summers, right?
Yeah. And I did a shoot for one of my close friends last night, and I actually stayed and hung out afterwards. And they were like, I felt their energy being like, why is she still here? Like, usually we see you for this shoot and then you're like, sayonara, I'll see you in November.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Nina, told me that I'm her winter friend.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so while I don't enjoy the scary busyness, it is always nice to look at the calendar and feel like you're booked and busy and you have the income that you're hoping for. And if you are one of these photographers that is not feeling as booked and busy as you'd like to be, we're going to talk about sales strategies to book you more sessions for the summer. Mm-hmm. It's the first week of summer holidays here in Canada.
Canada Day is coming up in a couple days.
Yeah, so our first major holiday, July 1st in Canada. That's usually what I feel like signifies the beginning of summer.
Yeah,
the kids are all out. Mm-hmm. Teachers are off doing whatever the heck teachers do for 2 months of the year.
Yeah.
Respect. And I love that. I love going to the beach and people are out and having a blast. Mm-hmm. And I go to do my photo shoot locations for engagement shoots and there's like 5 billion people. I do love that. But I think it's also a fantastic time. And I mean right now. Yeah. I don't mean in 3 weeks. I mean right now is the perfect time to remind people that you exist and that you're still booking summer sessions.
And it's not just about like, you're probably going to post some behind the scenes stuff of whatever shoot you have, whether it's an engagement shoot or a wedding or some kind of commercial thing, just showing like, hey, it's me with a camera. I do this still. But it's also important to use that as a sales tool. And we'll get into this of like, hey, I still do this and I'm not fully booked for the foreseeable future. You can hire me for these things.
That's the thing. I think that the concept that people are so used to photographers being so busy in the summer, which most of us are. And I hope most of you are. I hope you're as booked and busy as you'd like to be. These strategies are not just for the summer. They will work for you year round.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about this week because at the beginning of summer, it's the perfect time to launch some of these ideas that we're going to talk about. Because people are looking at their schedules. You know, parents generally book camps and stuff in the spring, if not winter, right? But if your kid's in summer camp, you probably still have evenings available if they're not like at an away camp.
And most of them end in like August, right? Like
yeah. And people are still looking for, how are we going to fill our evenings? And if you post a really beautiful family session or a couple session or something, and now finally they have a little bit of breathing room because maybe they're off work or they're just working a little bit less. Yeah. They're doing summer Fridays.
They got some time to scroll in the hammock in the backyard and they see your post about, Lindsay went to this beautiful secret location that no one knows about.
No one.
And look at this lovely photo.
Yeah.
Arrangement she's made of this lovely family. We have a family kind of like that.
With a
we should book
call
it.
to action.
With a call to action, they can click a link and then they can see your stuff. But before we get into that social media stuff, let's talk about email marketing because I know that's a big part of what you.
Numero uno.
That's number one on your call sheet for booking the seasonal sessions, whether it's spring things, whether it's the Christmas stuff you do at the farm, the tree farm, or just sessions all year round.
Yeah. My mailing list is like a huge sales funnel for me, huge generator of income. Because if you're a wedding photographer, you know, an email newsletter is probably not that's probably not where you're going to get a bunch of your sales from. That's probably not
as a wedding photographer, no, but as a family photographer.
It might be the spot where you reach out to clients and do like outreach
print sales
throughout the year or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But if you are a, we'll call it a sessional photographer. So you do couples, babies, families, anything that's not a giant wedding.
Yeah. Well, let's talk people through that. How would someone today, as a wedding photographer, I don't have a mailing list
it kills
at all.
Me. Guys, we talk about this like literally all the time?
I don't bake a lot of my income from
Well, you don't.
Sessions.
Of course you don't.
No.
You don't have a mailing list. So of course you don't.
My sessions are DTK Chapel. I meet them once,
funny?
I deliver, and I go away, and I never see them again, which is most of the time great.
And that's true. I'm not suggesting that you have to want to do
this. But should I wish to?
Yes.
How would you talk me through this?
But this is the other thing that I want to say.
Okay.
You don't have to want to do it right now.
No, I don't. But I want the option to.
But you should, and you cannot turn on a mailing list that doesn't exist.
Exactly.
A mailing list, when you do decide, you know what, I've built up the DTK Chapel thing and I want to hand it off to other photographers and I want to crank it down a little bit, but I want to crank up
sessions,
family sessions, whatever.
Yeah.
Or perhaps I want to profit more off of the DTK Chapel people and I want to hit them with an anniversary session. You know, mailing lists are great. So I personally use Flowdesk.
Yep.
I used MailChimp for
ever.
Okay. Here's my main, there's two things that I think that are very different. MailChimp is phenomenal if you are like a huge corporation that wants to build out such massive funnels that your head spins.
Got it.
If you are an individual sole provider that, you know, you still want to build funnels, but your main goal is sending out just regular-ish communications
once
to
a month,
mailing list.
Let's say once every quarter.
Yes. And you don't feel like being charged per contact.
Woof.
Flowdesk is for
MailChimp
you.
Per contact? That's insane.
So basically the more popular you get and the bigger your list grows, the more expensive your plan on MailChimp gets.
Wow.
So Flowdesk, I believe, still has an unlimited plan.
Okay.
And it's probably tiered.
So before we get any deeper, Flowdesk and MailChimp, those are email marketing
tools.
platforms.
Yeah, platforms. Okay. So if you're wanting, you can collect your emails however you want.
Okay.
Through like Squarespace or your Focal website, whatever. Okay. The collection.
Can I input emails? Because I have a list of emails through PicTime.
100%.
Okay,
yeah,
I can
you
just
can
take those
manually
and then,
put them in, or if you have a list of emails through PicTime, you can export an Excel XMP, an Excel file. XML, thank you. I was like, XMP is a picture.
Yeah.
Data.
It's a data metadata thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So XML, you can export.
Okay.
And then import into Flowdesk or MailChimp.
Is that I've always thought about that because is that weird to like take people's email list? I'm sure there's some kind of like privacy laws against that.
There are many laws.
You collected them somewhere and you
laws.
put them somewhere else. Is that allowed to subscribe to something? Or
when they subscribe on PicTime.
Okay. They waive some rights?
well, they accept email marketing or not. And there's a checkbox that says accepts email marketing or not.
And then they'll be included in a list that is,
Yes.
we accept email marketing. Got it.
Yes.
But
Otherwise,
that's for
you
that
wouldn't.
platform, though. Not
Not for that
Flowdesk.
platform. For you
Oh.
as a business owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is helpful. I've always thought like it's to start somewhere.
No,
be
no,
like,
you already
hey,
have
sign
it.
up for my thing because we don't get enough emails, guys.
So
but if I
and
could
here's
take a
my
list,
other thought is that
this is great.
I would send a thing out being like, hey, if you're already receiving emails from me or you have received emails from me
Sure.
before, I'm starting a new list and here's some of what you can expect from me. So, okay, we're going back to the very beginning.
This is what we need to do.
If you have never sent out an email period at all, there should be an introduction.
Yes.
If you just start ramming people with sales stuff, there.
Unsubscribe.
Well, actually, I don't know. There's two thoughts there. One
Okay.
is that they'll think I've been signed up for this for years.
They would not know.
Didn't even
I
know.
subscribe to things every day. I'm like, when did I sign up for this? It's probably through a promotion I signed up for, like some kind of nonsense.
You went
through
to
Instagram.
WPPI once
Yes.
and just
Yeah.
somehow so also the laws are very different. Europe has really, really strict anti-spam guidelines. You have to have like a double opt-in.
Yeah.
So what I personally do, because I also don't want a list of dead contacts, is
Fact.
I send them out and then I make it very easy for people to unsubscribe.
Okay.
But in the first email, I would just say, here's what you can come to expect from me from this.
Got it.
And if that sounds good, rock on. And if it doesn't sound good, go away. And
Go with
here's the
God.
button to go away.
Yeah. Go away button. Okay.
So
This is great.
yeah,
I'm learning a lot.
picture of yourself would be so sick.
I have
Like
a few
you
of
should
those.
do that.
You've taken a few of those from me.
I've
Yep.
taken a couple
Thank
of them. Your email marketing list should not just be sales stuff. It should be educational. Like the
Okay.
best, I think the best newsletters are ones that you don't realize that you're being sold to necessarily.
Okay. Do you mean educational for photographers or for people who want
No,
to
for
get
your
their photo
clients.
taken? Okay.
So you're worried about what to wear for your family photos.
Got it.
What are some of the objections that people have for why they haven't booked their family photos yet?
Right. Answer those.
We never have time. Oh, you never have time? They're only 1 hour.
It's awkward.
Yeah. Oh, you're awkward in photos.
Yeah.
Here's why you're not going to be awkward. You don't
My
know.
kid doesn't listen.
You don't know where to do them. Here's
Yeah.
the six, my 6 favorite locations. Your kid
Yeah.
doesn't listen. I don't need your kid to listen. I want them to be themselves during their shoot.
Bingo.
Every single email that you send out could be one of those things that you're sort of
touching
saying,
on and
that's not
adding
really an issue.
context to. Yeah.
Yeah. And then call to action, which so many photographers like, what the heck? Did we forget call to actions? I'm going to talk about this more in our part 2
Okay.
of
Sales.
how to make money this
Make the
summer.
monies. Yeah.
But I feel like so many of us got into this habit of just posting. Like it's not shit posting. You are posting, here's my behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Here's what I'm up to. But no one is saying, by the way, I still have time left this summer. Is it because photographers are afraid of looking like they have time?
I think it might be. It
That's
might
not
be this.
like it's not a great move.
I think it's
I don't
also.
have any time for you.
I think people post what they see, right? A lot of what
Yeah.
we see on the internet is people just reposting ideas that they've seen online other photographers do who are successful,
Yeah.
whether they're aspiring to be. And it's mostly like, fucking booked solid, bro. Here's
Yeah.
me at a villa on Lake Como taking
Yeah.
photos with full flash and a can't kind of, Dutch angle. Whatever, bro. No call to action. Like, oh, to be someone who is sought after and looks really cool, you can't sell yourself. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
trap that a lot of photographers,
Yeah.
myself included,
Yeah.
fall into because it feels car salesman-y. It feels like bottom rung desperado, which
Yeah.
is, it's not.
No.
You're selling your services. You're selling yourself as a business.
Yeah.
You should not worry about looking as cool as you possibly can
Yes.
in look cool.
Yeah.
You should look cool.
You
We
should try
all
a
and
little
look
bit.
But there's cool, sell. I think that's a good template.
Also, I think if you're only trying to look cool,
Yeah.
it's the fastest way to look uncool.
Yeah.
Like the absolute fastest way to look uncool is like the photographers that are doing this like constant Lake Como, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. At least we see through it, right?
Sure.
Like,
The Vogue.
surely there are some people that don't,
Vogue.
and they get booked. Yeah, Vogue. Yeah. Featured in Vogue.
Yeah.
And it works because we see them
does
getting work, and
It's
that's
great.
good. Speaking like as very real people though, you do still have to, I've been at this for how long? Every year I have to remind people I exist and I'm still working.
Yeah.
And it's not just reminding them that I exist and that I'm working, to remind them that, hey, those family photos, they don't get booked without you booking them. Those ones we do every year,
You got to push a few buttons.
Usually you have to
bring
do
a card out of your wallet.
I don't call you to say, hey, it's time to book.
Not your doctor.
But this email is that, basically.
Yeah.
This email is that reminder, hey, here's what I'm thinking. And one of my most successful strategies has been literally just putting in the email, I'm only available for a limited number of, I call them like sunset sessions this summer, which is literally when I do all of my family sessions. Okay. So I'm like, I only have a limited number of sunset sessions available, which is true. There's only so many sunsets
we all get
through life. And also only so many weeknight evenings, which is when I do family sessions.
Yeah.
And in the actual email, I will say, here are a few of them.
Yeah.
Reach out if none of these work for you, and I'll see if I can find you another.
Scarcity built in,
And
even
then
though
you can also take those same dates and put them onto Instagram. And if you want to make it even more limited, literally pick like 8 days that you actually want to book.
Yeah.
And start scratching them off on a story on Instagram and
I've seen
say,
that.
you don't want to do it when you've only booked one. That's a caveat I've seen people fall into that I'm like, well, you do want to look like a little bit more busy than that. So if you,
so your strategy is saying you book those first and then you create a day.
No, not even. Like
okay.
multiple days, like literally throughout the summer. I go through my calendar and I figure out what days in July and August would be my most ideal days to book.
Okay.
So they're the days that are not in a week that I have a light week, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess up an already empty-ish week.
Yeah.
This is my own personal booking strategy.
Okay.
I like to mess up weeks that are already messed up.
Just infuse them. Just throw some firewood on them.
If I already have a Monday, a Tuesday, a Thursday, and then a wedding on the weekend, I'm going to want to book something else that week.
Okay.
So that the whole week is busy.
Okay.
Rather than the next week where I have potentially nothing Monday to Friday. I don't want to have something on Wednesday.
You want to chill.
What if I feel like going away? This is the freedom of my life. I
This
feel
is
like
true.
going up north, or I feel like taking a last minute trip somewhere. Your world is maybe very different from mine. If you have kids or whatever, maybe you'd rather have a few sparsely laid out every single week. But I just look at the calendar and I'm like, okay, what are like 8 or 10? I wouldn't do more than 10 because there's not enough scarcity in that. And say, these are the only sunset sessions I have left for this whole time. And people immediately picture sunset.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, that is what I would want. Yes, of course
Lovely
it is.
light. Yeah, of course
it is.
Yeah.
It's literally all I'm offering
Yeah.
you. But they can start picturing that. And then, you put a sunset photo in the email, and then just keep reminding them. And that's the part that I think most people forget, is that when you launch something, you send it out as like a, hey, I'm going to be launching something.
Yeah.
That's the first email. This is email marketing 101. Tim, buckle in.
This is great.
The first email is a, hi, it's me. I haven't heard from you, or you haven't heard from me in a while, or maybe ever in your case. I just want to let you know I have something super exciting coming. Start of summer is here. Look out for my next email where I'm going to be dropping a limited number of dates available for sunset family sessions.
Love it.
And then in the next email, you drop. Or even in the next email, depends on how big of a drop you feel like doing and how much you're charging and how worth it you want to make your life. The next email either can be the actual drop, or the next email can be, here's the date and time to expect this email. If you do that, it's way more likely you're going to book right off the hop.
No. You don't tell them the date until, okay.
No. You could, in that one, you could say, here are the dates that will be available. Right. And on Friday at 9 a.m., you're going to get an email from me with the availability is open to book them, So that's like, part 1, part 2. And then part 3 would be launch day. Friday at 9 a.m. comes, you send an email out along with your booking platform, and the only days available to automatically book on your booking platform are the ones that you have just said.
Okay.
If you don't have a booking platform, that's okay. Just be very, very easy for people to get in touch with you with an actual button in the email that says contact.
Make it real easy.
Yeah, you have to make it as literally as easy as possible.
Can I tell you the fear that's in the back of my mind, and like the fear that's in the back of your mind listening and enjoying this episode? What if no one books? What if it just goes stagnant?
Okay, so here's the little tricky poo.
Here's the tricky poo, because I don't want to put all this work in to get nothing. And I understand that may happen.
No, first of all, they will always book.
Okay.
I have yet to have one. I had one Easter
But Lindsay, you're so good at
session.
this. You're so popular.
I had one Easter spring session. Well, first of all, your newsletter, doesn't exist yet. So yes, you're comparing your lack of popularity with your mailing list with mine, which has been building
Not just
for
me,
years.
everyone out there listening and enjoying
I know,
this.
But okay. So here's the thing.
Please.
Squarespace has this thing on their booking scheduler called Look Busy.
Okay.
I use this thing for
busy.
every single seasonal session thing that I do. If I'm doing, and I'm talking about, these are seasonal sessions. So my like Christmas tree farm sessions or whatever. And it's just a checkbox that you use, and it's on it. I started using it when I was using Squarespace, like Acuity scheduler.
I remember that. Okay. You said Look Busy. I'm like, I think it's Acuity, but no, okay. This is a different thing.
Acuity is built into Squarespace. That's their scheduler. And then it's a checkbox that says Look Busy. So if you wanted to be available, say from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for shoots in one day.
Yep.
But you don't want to look like you're available for every single one of those spots. You hit Look Busy, and then it asks you, do you want to take away 10%, 20%, whatever? And it removes them around, say, your lunch break, or or if you already have one booked, it won't remove the one right after it, because that would be terrible scheduling wise. Like, it is smart.
Okay.
And most good booking platforms have this. And
Can
if
you put
they
them
don't,
back if you need to, or like
as you get booked up, they come back.
Oh.
So it's only for the first few, just to show people are interested in this. If you don't have that option, you don't use Squarespace, whatever, just remove a few.
Okay.
Just like right off the hop, remove a few. They will book, because people will see, oh my gosh, these are getting booked up. I'm freaked out. I can't believe there's already 5 taken and it's been 2 minutes.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that feels skeezy for you, but that works.
That works.
So,
I think scarcity mindset does affect people, and it just
everyone
it motivates,
is busy.
right?
Everyone's busy. People want to book these things. They know that they want to book them.
For sure.
They just think they have time.
Yeah.
And you want to tell them they don't.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like waiting until August to book August photo sessions. You want to book August sessions now.
Right now.
So
That's email marketing. Okay.
And then you have to remind them.
Yes.
So that's email
So
marketing.
that's evil.
And then you have to remind them, and then you have to remind them again.
Okay.
And in the most ideal terms, you'll be able to have an end day of these. Maybe you're going to offer a limited time discount, or I'm only offering these dates until this day. And then a couple days leading up to that, you say these days are no longer going to be available soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Email marketing has only gotten so much easier
Yeah.
with the evolution of AI.
The advent.
And I am not saying that you should just tell chat to write you email newsletters for the next 6 letters and call it a day. It's a terrible idea.
Not personal.
But if it's your first time doing something, that is really the best time to be using something like that, because it will build out the platform, or the structure of it, the foundation.
Yeah, it should be used for the structure and like the strategy, I think, as opposed to like what specifically to say.
And then you add your personality.
Yes.
Like if it feels like a personalized email coming from you, it's going to feel really good, right?
Yeah.
And people will be excited about
They'll
that.
respond to that a bit more.
The Flowdesk emails are also beautiful. That's the
Templates?
that's the main thing why I had to switch from
MailChimps?
mail. Yeah, they're just ugly.
How did that go? Were you able to port over from MailChimp to
Oh yeah,
Flowdesk?
and then
No
I got
problem?
like immediately richer. I was like, oh, what do you mean? I just spend like now, because I have like the big unlimited one, I still spend like, I think it's $400 or $500 a year.
Okay.
But I'm not exaggerating. I was spending like $300 a month with MailChimp. It was so bad because I have my like education mailing list and my family mailing list,
all
and
together
then
in one.
I have like a corporate commercial branding mailing list. It's bad.
Wow.
So yeah, it got expensive, but that's email marketing.
Okay.
Give it a little bit of a try.
Okay.
If you haven't done it yet, today's the day. Even if you don't want to book this summer, but you at some point might want to book more than you're currently booking, or you want to try something new, you want to expand, whatever. It's such a good time for you to start the mailing list now. Give some incentive for signing up for it. The incentive for a family list could be get my free location guide, get my styling guide, get my favorite outfits for family photos for 2026.
Yeah.
Always nice to have a little incentive.
Love that.
Moving right on
Please.
to
Instagram.
social media.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, there's
Primarily,
a few.
I mean, TikTok exists. We all know that. Do you use TikTok? I don't use TikTok very often.
No, but weirdly enough, a lot of my clients are still on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, family clients, all ages,
Yeah.
all demographics. It's very easy to just copy from one
to the other.
thing to the other. But yeah, primarily when I think about social media, the platform I'm planning for is Instagram for
It's
sure.
kind of the middle of the road, isn't it? It's kind of like
Yeah.
that. You can post from there to Facebook.
Yeah.
It transfers very easily to TikTok should you wish to export something and then
Yeah.
re-upload it. Yeah.
Easy enough. Easy enough. Here's the thing that I've been noticing a lot of, and I already touched on this, is that lots of people are posting BTS.
No, really?
Have you guys heard? Have you guys seen this?
You seen this shit?
Meta glasses everywhere.
Jeez.
We all know you're out shooting. That's
Get it.
awesome.
Yeah.
It used to be that we used to have to tell people, show more of your personality, show more of your work, show the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We took it a little too seriously, perhaps, and only started doing that. And now I think, I mean, sure, it works. People watch it. The algorithm keeps feeding it to you because people are watching it. It doesn't mean that you can't use that BTS to then have a call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to see this family photo session? Absolutely. At the end of the reel or in the caption of the carousel or whatever, you just remind people that you're still booking for this summer.
You can have this.
Exactly. And if you can tie it into whatever you're doing in your email marketing,
Yep.
that's just
That's extra
easy money.
Extra dinero.
It's easy money.
Yeah.
The great thing is that people do still click on links in stories. Stories are so easy. If you do a face to camera talking head, hey everybody, I'm Tim.
Just popping on here.
Just popping on to say that I am just about to send an email out with my remaining sunset sessions for this summer.
Yes.
There's only 8, okay?
Only 8.
And that's it. And I'm not doing any more once those 8 are done.
Yeah.
And you might hear it and think, damn, I hate that. But people wouldn't do this if it didn't work.
Fair.
Do you know?
Do you think that if you were to like put one against the other, email marketing versus like, let's say Instagram marketing,
Mm-hmm.
is one more personal than the other in your opinion? Is one better than the other? I mean, the tools within Instagram have gotten really
Yeah.
good. You can start to book things. You can purchase things through there. You can like set up a whole
Yeah.
store basically through Instagram, which is incredible.
You can. I haven't done that.
Okay.
I have only done it for my clothing line, Georgian Bay.
Yep.
Talk about it a lot for a brand that doesn't really exist anymore.
You sell a sweater a month.
Yeah, if you want to buy a sweater, georgianbay.co.
Just wait till she's about to go on vacation.
Yeah, I'm
Then
going
hit
away
send.
next week. So if you want to order one next week, the day that I'm flying out would be sweet. That's generally when people order. But we do have like an Instagram shop on Georgian Bay's Instagram. So I have done that. Personally, I have so many subscriptions and so many platforms, and my focal like booking platform is where I like to book everything through because I have contracts through there.
Built in.
So I personally wouldn't use like the Instagram scheduler, but
I do think it's better Instagram for like selling physical products as opposed to service-based
stuff
things.
for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Personally. If you haven't started exploring some of the new stuff that just rolled out with Instagram, I would say now is the time.
Yeah.
One of the main ones is that you can have a new caption for every image in a carousel.
I did see that.
So that's very cool. So you
That's
can
very
tell a
cool.
little story that forces people to scroll through and read on each one.
Bingo.
And at the end, it could end with, and now book me
Now
for
book
your
this.
own family shoot.
Yeah.
Or if you're a newborn photographer, those really are limited. I limit those quite heavily because no one tells you when a baby's being born, really.
Yeah.
God hasn't called me yet to say, by the way, this baby's going to be a week late or something like that. So I only book a certain number of newborn sessions per year
To give yourself that flexibility.
because I can't have
back to back to back to back, knowing that you don't know.
And if I have trips or whatever booked, I need to be able to tell them, by the way, your due date falls around, like I'll be home the week of your due date, but the week after I might be away, and so I have to limit it. Anytime that you can limit it and it's real, like you're not just making stuff up. Anytime that you can make yourself a bit scarce,
Yeah.
it's going to go better.
Yeah.
But back to Instagram,
Please.
using like a little bit of a strategy, just a tiny bit, is honestly, it's all it's going to take.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. I say that as a person who does not post all that often, but you'll always know when I'm turning it on.
Yeah.
Because I'm there, I'm talking to the camera, I'm speaking to you guys, I'm there more. If you start a story series by speaking to your camera, it's going to then immediately do better. So I would never, ever, ever start it with a blatant ad, especially not a Canva ad.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
would never ever start it with that because you'll get like 4 views.
Okay.
If you start out with a conversation about something that does not seem like you're going to sell something, then you're going to do better.
Yeah.
So
do you recommend like a get ready with me kind of thing? Like just putting on makeup?
It's honestly, it's so annoying, but yes, a get ready with me or talking about my day.
People want to see what products
Here
you're
I
using.
am at the studio.
Yeah. Even I don't wear makeup, but like if I see someone doing like a getting ready with me, I'm like, oh,
wanna
and I'll
see the
turn. I'm like, Kelly, do you like this tube of makeup?
Yeah.
Is this a good one? And
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's a very weird thing. It's
Yeah.
like Art Attack for adults. I want to
Yeah.
see what's going on here.
What'd you get from
So a
Sephora?
get ready with me is good. Whether you are male or female, you don't have to be putting makeup on, whatever, if you're a makeup person or not.
Moisturizing, you be shaving.
You can,
Ooh,
you
no
can,
one's done that yet.
you could be doing your hair.
Okay. Kind of loud, I guess.
You could be picking out a suit to wear, whatever it is. I don't
the
care. Don't be in the shower. I don't want to see that.
No.
But showing some sort of personality, it could be like, and it also just doesn't have to be that serious. I feel like you're thinking more in depth. Like that's a real level thing. I'm
That's a
talking
struggle
a
that I
story.
have. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going too far. I'm talking the simplest and easiest thing that you could possibly do. Pick out a filter you like. Pick out some sort of whatever effect in Instagram stories.
Lean your phone
And-
against a can of Diet Coke.
Yeah. And
And
you
hit
don't even have
record.
to do that. You could literally hold it in your hand. And if you follow me, you've probably seen me do this. It's usually me in the studio.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, hey, everybody, here I'm in the studio. What's everybody up to? I've had this today. I've had this today. Oh, and by the way, I'm also launching this thing. People will watch all the way through that as long as it's engaging enough. And then the next story you hit them with can maybe be a family photo at sunset, perhaps. And on the next slide, it is going to be here are the 8 dates that I told you about.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next day or rolling it out in conjunction with the mailing list is probably the best.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing that, well, that's okay. You don't like money. But if you just want to do social media, like it's still better than nothing. It's still better than just posting BTS and thinking people are going to believe they know how to book you.
Yeah.
People don't actually know how to book.
No.
You know, clients that have been working with me for years still say,
How do I do that?
How do I book that?
Who do I talk to?
And it's because I've
Me.
changed platforms over the
Yes.
years. They don't remember. Did I message her on Instagram last time?
Does
Did I email
e-transfer?
her?
How did that work?
I don't remember, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they need to be reminded of the process because they forget, or
You
maybe
don't have a
because
physical
it's
storefront.
different.
You know, you don't have a place they can walk up to and be like, ring,
Yeah.
ring. They open the door like, hey, cash register's here. Fantastic. Pay you there. Great. I get the photos in this time. Amazing. Great. That doesn't exist. You're a
No.
digital, you're a ethereal kind of omnipresent storefront needs to be defined for people. I totally agree.
I was speaking to someone, the woman that owns the cafe, Pink Crow, the
Okay.
other day.
Yeah.
She has owned this is an aside. I digress.
Please.
She has owned an electric vehicle for so long that
What she got?
Oh,
Volt?
it's sick. Oh no, it's an Audi. It's very sick.
Oh, nice. Sick.
It's out of my price range. She has had an electric vehicle for so long that she forgot how to get an oil change.
Oh.
And I guess she had to get an oil change in one of their other vehicles.
Okay. I was going to say, like, you shouldn't be doing that. Okay.
No. So she had to get an oil change in one of their other vehicles or maybe somebody else's vehicle or whatever. And it made me laugh thinking, oh my gosh, we just assume that people know how to do things.
Yeah.
Have you ever pulled up to remember your first time getting an oil change if
Yes.
it wasn't with your parent or something
Yes.
like that? And you're like, what do I do here? And
Where do I go?
still to this day, like I had to get, we all know, my windshield replaced. And I was like, so do I pull up to the bay? Do I park?
Yeah.
So I guess she pulled up and was like, okay. And she went and parked. And then she walked in and said, hi, I'm here for an oil change. And they were like, yeah, you just line up. Right. So I don't know how it is where you guys live, but here, when you get an oil change, if you haven't booked an appointment, even if you have, probably, you literally just pull up to the garage doors and you just wait for your turn. And then when the garage door opens, they coax you in and you go and get your oil change.
Yeah. If you're like at like a Midas or like one of those like
Meineke.
Jiffy Lube or whatever it might
Yeah.
be, but I go to my mechanic and that's where I get it done.
Okay, well, see, so this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I mean,
process is so
it's very different, yeah.
that we cannot
Very
possibly
much so.
expect our customers to know
Yeah.
how are we doing it this year.
We don't know.
You switched emails, you,
You
switched
switched
websites,
garages.
you switched
Yeah.
You're at your mechanic now
You're still
instead
doing
of
this
Meineke.
the same way? I don't know.
Yeah, so it made me think, like an oil change is a pretty standard thing, and yet you get yours differently.
Very differently.
Right.
I've
and
always
she
had a
said
guy.
that she felt silly. And then she
Okay.
told me that she sat in the car while she was getting her oil changed. And I was like, Were they like constantly like, excuse me, can
Get
I
out.
reach
We
in?"
need to go up or yeah. Let's say like I got my car tires torqued because in Canada you have to get them switched out, especially in parts of Canada. You have to get them switched out every season for winters or all seasons just because ice.
And Tim just did that in June because it's been a year.
It's been a year, my friend. So I'm like, okay. So after up to 100 kilometers of driving, you have to get them retorqued because the nuts could become loose. You could lose a tire. It's a very dangerous thing.
Yeah,
so
you should get them torqued.
always get them done. Always get them torqued under 100 kilometers. I go up to Canadian Tire. Anywhere will take you. Anyone with like a torquing wrench will.
You can just do
that.
it at home if you
I
have
don't have one, but
Okay.
you can go up anywhere.
That's
So I
okay.
go up to the Canadian Tire. They're like, yeah, come on, pull in. I'm like, okay. Like you just need to like bring the thing out. But they were so old school. So I drove in as if I was getting an oil change. I parked there. He's like, what's your name and number? I'm like, why? He's like, we just need to take it down. I'm like, fine. So I get my information. He's like, what are you here for? I'm like, I told the guy the tires. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And I did it. And then I drove out. But it was such an ordeal. Whereas in the past, I'm literally saying the exact same thing we just said, but like it's different everywhere. So yeah.
And
Good story, Tim.
reminding no, it's good, but reminding people of the process in these stories is also a really great way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like because I also do change it up depending on what it is that I'm selling.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to book out 45 Christmas tree sessions, yeah,
Yes.
you bet they're automated.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to book 8 $750 family sessions,
Bingo.
it's probably gonna be a couple of emails back and forth, making sure that the date, the location, whatever are all set. Thankfully now I have my godsend Nika to do a lot of that communication back and forth.
Yes, ma'am.
But you may be doing things differently. And so your stories are a really good place to remind people of how to do that because your email will probably be very clear.
Yeah.
You book here, you click this, right? But when people are on Instagram, they're not necessarily in a buying mode. You have to put them in a buying mode.
Yeah.
And like, I think I've talked about this before, but there was a study that came out that most people have to see something at least 12 times in order to buy it.
I thought it was 6, wasn't it? Probably 12.
No, I think it's 12.
It's upped.
Maybe it's
doubled.
36. No, it's a lot. Like it's a lot.
It's a baker's dozen.
It's a lot.
Okay.
So they have to see you over and over and over again. And that doesn't mean they have to see 12 reels from you or 6 reels, whatever the number is. Gosh, now I got to Google it. A lot.
Buying behavior.
It could just be they see your story one day, they
Yeah.
see your story later that same day, they see a post come out, they get your email, then they get your email again the next day, and that's
Yeah.
with the booking link. That's the most ideal. That's why you want a lot of reminders, and it might feel really salesy and like very cumbersome, but it's really like a couple of hours of prep work.
Yeah. And it's all automated. It
And
goes
then
out.
and then it just goes and
Yeah.
you schedule things like so that's kind of the nuts and bolts truthfully
Okay.
is the email marketing plus social media. The extra the
third?
tripod
Okay.
of sales.
Okay.
I'm making a tripod with my hands. It looks very inappropriate. If you are like struggling for bookings this year, or you want to make some extra money, but you really don't have a lot of time. You want to spend time with your family. You don't feel like booking out
Yeah.
each summer evening or whatever. My number one recommendation is book seasonal sessions. And that's what I call a mini session. I generally don't offer summer seasonal sessions because my summers are busy enough with weddings and stuff that I don't really want to.
Yeah.
But I have done them in the past and they are so lucrative. Usually I pick one location. Well, I always pick one location and usually I pick a theme. One year I did like a Hudson Bay Beach theme.
Oh.
And I went to the Bay. I spent a shitload of money at the Bay and
Before it was
and then
no
I called
longer.
it a write-off.
Yeah.
And now I own all this stuff. I mean, my business does.
I have the blanket. I got the blanket for. It's so nice.
It's so nice.
So nice. Double-sided? Come
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Beautiful. Truly beautiful.
Yeah.
So pick a theme. It could be
If you're at the beach, make it a beach theme. If you're in the
literally, and it doesn't
park,
have, you
it's a
don't have to
picnic.
have props at
Yeah.
all. It could just be beach. It could be, one year I did a Muskoka in the city because we have a conservation area that sort of looks like Muskoka,
Okay,
Snyder's
yeah.
Flats.
That's funny. Yeah.
There's one little beachy area there that looks like Muskoka in the city. So I did
Sick.
that. I haven't done these in a few years, but they're very, very lucrative. And everything that I just told you about email marketing and social media is how you sell those.
yeah.
It is like printing money. And the one thing that I do want to remind you of is that you will book less standalone full sessions if you offer those.
Okay.
So if you are hoping to book, like my family sessions are $750 and I usually make these about half that price.
Amazing.
If you would rather book your full family rate or whatever, you probably don't want to shoot yourself in the foot at the beginning of July by letting people know the end of August you're going to have this thing. Or you make them so scarce, you make them like, you know, there's only 8 of them available in one day or something like that. But that is something to consider. When I do tree farms, people will still book me for their fall family photos, right? Because tree farms is tree farm.
It's very tree farm. It's very Christmas.
It's a Christmas. You know, we're going full Christmas here. But summer,
that's a different thing.
That's pictures for the next 3 years hanging on your walls. That's timeless, right? It's a classic. So sometimes like a little set or something does help in that scenario to make it less like their own custom time. And also it's shorter. So it's not great for everybody. It's great for like small families, whatever. You could do this with extended families, not seasonal sessions. No. The previous strategies of we're booking extended family sessions.
Yeah.
I would say those are probably only going to be Sundays.
Likely, whenever the families get together. Yeah.
The more specific you can be about what it is that you're offering, the more bookings you're going to get, because people will be like, is that for me?
Do I fit in that category?
Oh, a summer sunset session. I don't know. Is that me? And then you say, couples sunset sessions.
Yeah.
Every couple is going to do it. You don't have to be engaged. Oh, you can bring your dog.
Yeah, it's dinks. 2 income, no kids with a dog. Yeah.
This is not a time for babies. And then at the end of it, you say, you have a baby?
We dress them up like a dog. It's fine.
I got you.
Yeah.
Here's
the next weekend for babies.
Here's how you reach out to me to talk about family sessions, or here's my PDF with family information. Yeah. The more specific you can be about your sales is always going to be better. If you're a sessional photographer that offers all kinds of things like I do, like a lunatic, it can make your marketing really hard, but it just really means you have to be more specific about telling people what it is you're trying to book at the moment.
Amen.
So rock on. To be honest, I think you're all going to get rich.
So you're gonna email market. You're gonna collect the emails you've had listed through, let's say, PicTime. You're using PicTime. You're a smart human being like us. You collect those. You export an XML. You bring it to Flowdesk with Lindsay's promo code. You get a nice discount on your monthly or yearly, however subscription you're setting up for that. You start emailing people right away. Tell them who you are, what you do, what you love doing.
What's up, rock
Give
on.
them an easy out. Let them know that if this is not for them, there's a door. Love you. See you next time. I'm here when you come back and you decide this is a really good idea. You promote that, you promote through Instagram, then you set up a session. You're like, okay, this is the date. I want to set up this many sessions within this date. You let them know that the launch is coming. You send another email saying it's Sunday, don't forget. And then Sunday comes, you're like, here's the dates, here's the times, sign up.
Don't launch it on Sunday, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You make money because everyone books. You deliver the photos on PicTime. You sell prints through the automated PicTime sales strategy platform.
More emails for your people.
Honestly,
they're used to it. They get 10 a day from H&M. Like,
and they're not even in those photos in H&M. They're not even wearing the pants.
It's not even
in those
their
photos.
family.
So that brings me to my point about my sales strategy coming up. I used Wooden Banana and Spreadu from last week's episode, 2 weeks ago, with Mark, to create a sample gallery of images specific for the TTK Chapel, which will be a dual sales strategy.
Tell me more.
So, once upon a time, when I first started doing the photos for couples at the DTK Chapel, they check a box, they get a photographer. It's typically me. If not, I'll give it to someone else I know who I like and does a really good job. They had my business cards there on the table, which I thought was like interesting, but it's a very different tax bracket for these people who are purchasing my services. They're not paying the full TIM rate as I would for a typical wedding on a weekend. They're getting a
different brand,
very discounted thing because I don't do any paperwork. I roll up, take photos.
They're not
run
getting
them through
Tim.
Imagine, upload to PicTime.
They might be getting Tim in the physical body, but they're not getting
me for like 15, 20 minutes.
Timothy Musa services.
Bingo. They're not getting the full experience from top to bottom, from pre-production to how much can I help you in the post-production, putting together albums, things like that.
They're getting the firm version.
They're getting very, very like, They're getting like the if you have a pastry and you're getting the donut hole out of the middle.
Okay,
is what they're getting. They're not getting the full. Yeah,
That's called the Timbit.
Yeah, they're getting the Timbit.
They're getting get Timbits.
So
Okay,
I
can
printed
you please
this.
rebrand the DTK Chapel wedding photography
Timbit
account to just Timbits?
I'm not gonna do that.
These are that's what your newsletter is.
Timbits?
Tim's Bits.
That's too much. That'll turn people off.
Please vote.
How not to sell.
Would you like Tim to call his newsletter for his brand Tim's Bits? Please
Don't.
vote.
You won't. Don't do it.
I don't want you to because I don't want to get it.
I had the theory, and I haven't tested it, but I'm still convinced that the theory is correct. That people look at the business card I have on the table at the DTK Chapel. They look at my website. They go to the price and like, oh shit, this guy's. We don't want to do this.
Yeah,
this
of course.
We don't match here.
You're
Like,
marketing to the wrong. With the wrong
people, and
things.
Michelle and Jeff are like, so we're running low on business cards. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take those away because those don't represent what we're
That's
trying to sell
insane.
here.
We don't sell that here.
Thankfully, through PickTime, I'm able to set up a separate brand for another $6 a month that just says DTK Chapel Photography. Every photography, not photography, every gallery I send to couples through PickTime under that brand doesn't even point to me. It points to DTK Chapel Photography,
As it
which
should.
is great. As it should. So I got an album coming. It should be arriving in 3 days.
Yes.
It's replacing the business cards. It lives there. It's going to have a QR code printed next to it that
A portfolio.
goes right to the Instagram so people can see what a day looks like.
Okay, rock on.
The book there exists for 2 reasons. One, to sell people on the photography what it looks like.
See what the samples images are.
And number 2, to sell them on an album at the end of the day. So
Yes,
once I'm
a physical
done,
book.
I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to send you guys a gallery. I say this to every couple once we're wrapped. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was so lovely. Thanks so much. I'll send you guys a gallery in less than a week.
Yeah.
From there, you can download, share with friends and family, mark them private if you want to.
Yeah.
You can also order prints. This is what a book looks like.
Yeah.
Should you wish to.
It's
These
here.
are kind of
They're nice.
This is it. So if you want to order something, it's small. It's an 8x8. Like it's nothing big.
And you have them physically in front of you.
And it's in front of me. I can let them hold it and then they can live their life. So that's my sales strategy going forward for being at the DTK Chapel and selling a different brand than myself.
It's a really good idea.
We'll see.
It's like it's honestly so funny how simple just a physical portfolio book is, but a QR code in it is also good, right? Instead of it just being a book on a table, and then they're like, okay, well this all looks good. What do I do with it? You know what the QR code should bring them to?
What should it bring it
to sign up for a newsletter.
Oh, okay.
It literally should. It should bring them to a link tree.
Okay.
Which you can also create on Flowdesk. This isn't a sales pitch. I don't think I make any money off of it. But anyways, you should use my link because I don't know. Maybe they'll one day be like, cool, Lindsay's cool. But you can create like a link tree through Flowdesk. And the link could be linked to the DTK Chapel wedding website.
Yep.
And then the second one could be like literally sign up for the DTK Chapel newsletter.
Okay.
Or even better, contact us for information, which signs them up for the newsletter and asks them for pricing. So the contact form could have a, would you like to hear from us?
Yeah.
And you should have an opt-in because that's legal. You have to have an opt-in. But maybe you don't even need a link tree. You just need a contact form, and the contact form goes to you and says these people have inquired. Here's their wedding date.
No.
Their time.
I don't do.
No, they don't. Okay,
No,
so
I don't
yeah.
touch any of that. It's all done through the chapel. That's the thing.
So then it should literally just be information so that they can see this is who the photography is. If you want to book it, here's the contact for the chapel and they will book it. But then the contact information in the newsletter would be how you're going to keep reminding them that you exist because they might be overwhelmed with decisions once they first booked at the chapel.
True.
And maybe in 2 weeks, they'll be like, we should do a photographer. Do you remember the name of that guy? No? Okay.
No. Okay. Don't care. Yeah. We'll use my phone.
And then you can build in an automation of like, hey, happy you're here. I hear you're planning your wedding at the DTK Chapel.
Sick.
And then it starts them on an automation of here are a few of my favorite locations. And you don't give away everything.
No.
Because if they go and book somebody else,
use that as a reference.
but you give them like a few things.
Smart.
And then you follow up with, please go ahead and book me. Here's the way you do that.
Yeah.
So
this is good stuff. This is all good stuff.
That's where
This
I
is
would
all
send
free.
the QR. It's
Thank
all
you.
free. This is a free podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, friend. Ish.
Today. We will see you guys not next week because I will be away. I'm going up north for Canada Day. But we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Can't wait. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Toodles.
2
Bye.
weeks. Bye.